Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victa Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit here on July 3rd. Hope you all had a fantastic extended holiday weekend. Of course, for those of us in the U.S., we celebrate July 4th tomorrow, 4th of July. And yeah, hopefully you just had a great weekend. We're still waiting for the next video to cross 3,000 likes. We have a couple videos that are very, very close, but not quite there at the time of this recording. So if you want to go support the channel, then definitely go check out those older videos from last week and over the weekend. They definitely could use a little bit of help. Here's your artwork of the day here, submitted by, I'm going to say, Southern Chemistry 50. Title of the thread was, and you're gonna have to bear with me on this one, Mexican Calaverita de Azucar Invicta asking for a key. Hope he gets one. I have no idea what that means. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything bad. I don't think it does. And then the Skulls Invicta saying Necesito mucho uno llave. And Sissy is still kind of very confused. So thank you very much, Southern Chemistry. I really love the artwork on that one. We've had a lot of artworks of the day. Kind of light on memes lately, but you know what? I'm fine with that. So, and also, we're not doing greed. We're doing hardboard. There we go. There we go. So let's hop on in here and get rocking and rolling today on a Monday. So today is going to be 38 Romeo, Quebec, November Tango, Lima, Golf. I'm going to go ahead and drop Hookworm because it's just looked bad, even though it is a Tears Up. Well, let's see what we're looking at. I mean, it is a Tears Up, I guess. We also have Guppy's Head. And Friend Zone. I don't remember which fly this one is. It's Forever Alone, Friend Zone. It's one of those, or like Swarm Protector. It's something like that. Who knows what the freaking flies are? The tier list is going to be fun trying to remember which color is which. I'm going to have like I'll have Platinum God open for it. Let's put it that way. Speaking of confused Little Sissy, people have been wanting an update on Little Sissy, the spider that has now been living in my house for the last couple of weeks, and she's still okay, but I was a little bit worried today. When I woke up, I went to go check on her, and there was a humongous, I mean huge spider on her web, and I thought, oh my god, she got eaten. Like, this spider, it looks like it's almost like a wolf spider, and for those of you who know what a wolf spider is, you know that they're very big, and in comparison to like regular house spiders, like they're huge. Okay, so I was like, oh my gosh, she was ambushed and killed. Like I was a little bit distraught. I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Well, so I was like, okay, well, you know, now I'm definitely getting rid of this thing because I don't want it sitting in my hallway. So just to see if the wolf spider was alive, I blew on the web, and it didn't move. And I was like, it's looking kind of corpsey, kind of dry. So I was wondering what happened, and then I blew on the web again a little bit harder, and then out of nowhere, Little Sissy comes up from the underside of the wolf spider corpse, and I'm like, are you kidding me? She killed that thing? First off, I didn't even know there was a spider that big in my house, let alone in the garage, let alone in the freaking front hallway. And secondly, how in the world did Sissy kill that thing? There's no way, right? So, and she was just like, yeah, she was like, what of it? I'm here. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So, yeah, I'm not using a soul heart for that. And we need a key, so okay. So anyway, I have a little bit of a problem with this, okay? And I'll tell you about it on the next floor. So I have a problem with this for two reasons. First off, I don't want this giant dead spider hanging off of just a suspended web in my front hallway. Like, people walk there and stuff, you know. So like, I don't want people to just think I'm like, oh, what a slob. Secondly, I also just don't want a dead spider anywhere in my house. And thirdly, I was like, what kind of absolute monster is Sissy? And if she bites me, will I like instantly die? Because I am allergic to insect venom. So I was like, I was for all day today, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. I'm like, I don't want it there. The only concern that I had was like, okay, so Sissy's alive. I don't know if she's eating this. Like, I don't know if I vacuum this up and get rid of it, am I just taking her food for like the year? But I can't have it there. Like, she didn't consult me on this. you know, we didn't have a roommate meeting or like a house meeting and a get together to try to hash this out. She just kind of like destroyed this big spider. I really wish I would have taken a picture of it. I didn't think about it, and it's not there anymore because, as you can already tell, I'm sure, I've already made the decision to vacuum it up because I'm like, I'm not having this giant corpse of a spider here. Like it looks gross. So I vacuumed it up. I very, very gingerly, very slowly vacuumed it up because I didn't want to hurt Sissy. I did have to break her web a little bit, but I didn't want to hurt her, and she was a little bit freaked out. Oh, there's a crawl space there or something. Or maybe magic mush. Does Navi tell you? Does she tell you when there's magic mush on a mushroom? I don't think so. Well, if we get a bomb, I guess we'll find out. Come on, game. Don't do me like this. Give us a bomb, please. Wow. So I very, very slowly and very gingerly vacuumed up the spider corpse off of Sissy's web. She was very scared because she felt the vibrations of the vacuum and everything, and like I made sure don't worry, she's fine. So then she kind of like very, very sadly crawled back to her it might just be me like projecting my humanity a little bit, but yeah, I didn't want to devil deal because we just can't take one right now. Plus, like, I mean, yeah, it does make a little bit of sense to go for a devil deal with Guppy's head, but like the only Guppy item that we could take right now would be 9 lives, and sure, it might have been in there, but we haven't gone for angel deals in a while, so you know, team angel deal, this is your chance. Anyway, I felt kind of bad because she looked, I mean, she was kind of distraught that like her web was torn, and then like, you know, she ran back to the spot where the body was, and like and obviously it's not there anymore. And then she kind of crawled back to her corner. I'm like, did I just take all of her food for the year away? Did I just accidentally starve her to death? But like at the same time, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, if she's that much of a BA to destroy a spider that's at least 15 times her size, I think she's going to be able to get another one. And honestly, if she's killing spiders that size, I'm all for it. I'm with you, girl. You go on with your bad self. Like I said, I don't know if I'm projecting like ridiculous amounts of humanity on a little spider and feeling bad when I really shouldn't be, when it doesn't really matter. But I did feel bad. So yeah, and I don't know if we have any spider experts out there. I really wish I would have taken a picture of the giant wolf spider that she killed. I was a little bit sad. I was like, oh man, she's dead. Like that sucks. You know, I had a little bit of an attachment. Oh, we're just gonna do this room again, huh? I had a little bit of an attachment to her. Our shot speed is good enough, and our range is good enough. That's fine. You know, I formed a little bit of an attachment to her just because, like, you know, she's a living thing that I could have killed, and I chose not to because I felt bad. So, you know, you get a little attached, and, you know, and now the mosh pit likes her, so I'm like, oh. People have been asking me to get a terrarium for her, and that is not happening. I'm sorry. There is a limit to where I will go. Big Venus. Get Echo Chamber, by the way, out of the first secret room, and that is going to repeat any of the effects that we do. So if we end up having a pill, or if we end up getting another card or something like that, it will automatically use the world card, amongst other things. Whatever we do, up to 5 effects. Or is it 3? Is it 3 or 5? It won't. It's not gonna show us. It's 3 or 5. They keep changing it. So anyway, that's what happened today in the saga of Sinvicta and Sissy. One is big and one is small. They live in the same hallway. I was trying to come up with a jingle. I'm not good at doing that. Anyway, that'll be our sitcom, Victa and Sissy. But yeah, so I don't know if she killed that thing or just found the corpse and drug it there or what, but I was super surprised when I saw that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that spider is massive. I'm talking about the size of a quarter versus the size of maybe the circumference of like a number 2 pencil eraser. Like she's not very big at all. She's tiny, teeny tiny. Like, oh no, my spider's dead. Oh well. And then Out of nowhere, she emerged. We cannot reach this golden chest, and even if we could, we don't have a way of opening it. I'm gonna go back and look for a key so we get in the shop. We're getting blanked on consumables in this run. Proptosis obviously is gonna be a nice damage upgrade for us. We just have to be careful. Our close range self. And we could be taking pills here with Echo Chamber, and the potential for falling out of control is there, but not enough for me to be taking pills because we have a really good start here. Good tiers, good movement speed. Well, okay movement speed, good range, and of course, good damage. I feel like Mama Victa thinks I'm insane for keeping this spider. She's like, no. She's like, no, sir, not in my house. Like, that spider would be gone in a heartbeat. I'm like, dude, I understand. I call my mom dude sometimes. Not. It's actually not true at all. I've never called her dude. But I'm like, she's not harming anyone, and it's not like I'm sitting there talking to her or anything like that. Although I did say, and my best friend can back me up because he was here because he wanted to see Sissy. I did say, like, all right, you're gonna have to move a little bit, otherwise you're gonna get sucked up in the vacuum. And I was trying to kind of sort of make a little bit of vibration to move her. Eventually she did, and I was like, thank you. Just stupid stuff like that. But I'm not like sitting there talking to her. Like that's borderline psychotic, and I'm not quite there yet. It gets lonely sometimes, but not talk to a spider in a corner of my hallway lonely. So that's the update on little Sissy. She's doing great. I hope I didn't take all of her food away. And she destroyed a ginormous spider that I would have never, ever, ever predicted that would have happened. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, what kind of monster spider is Sissy? Because like, if she took down a spider that large, like, what the heck? Do I need to be worried? She's not a Black Widow. Like, don't think she's a Black Widow. She's just a little common brown spider. Like, she's not a brown recluse. I know what those look like. We have plenty of them down here. She's not one of them. Little common little brown house spider. I don't know, man. Use a bomb here because it's essentially free. I wish I would have known what was behind that. I'm gonna pop the Judgment here, and that's gonna give us a Hierophant card and the World card. I did that to raise the Angel Deal chance too, because I don't want to sit there and wait. But you got to be careful with the charm effect there. It can speed up the attacks of some enemies if you get too close to them. It's kind of like fear in a way. It's like the opposite. Worm Buddy! The goat is here. Worm Buddy. Oh, baby. Look at that. We get 9 volt red candle is pretty good, y'all. 9 volt red candle was pretty good. I mean, I like Guppy's head, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, we got the super candle going right now. Guppy's head cannot deflect projectile, or not deflect, but cannot prevent projectiles like red candle can. Look at that, Worm Buddy making a huge play here on Gertie. We get our Angel Deal, we got our Soul Heart back. And Strength card. Angel Deals, everybody. Team Angel Deal. What happened, man? Like, this is multiple runs now, where we've tried to give Team Angel Deal a chance. We're trying, and needless to say, it ain't working out too well. Y'all ain't impressing me anymore. In fact, I haven't been impressed in a long time by Team Angel Deal. That was a great charm by Venus. I don't know if you saw that. the Gish dip ran right into the Gish globe, and right like at the exact second they both got charmed. That was great. Could use a bomb to bomb the keeper there, but I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Remember, if we use the strength card, we're going to get the Hierophant card. So, you know, I could have probably and should have probably played that sacrifice room on the last floor. But if we get one on this floor, I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm going to take the doorstop, even though it's going to kill our tears rate a little bit. I don't like the hookworm animation's getting a little bit old after 4 floors. Look at that. Worm Buddy just locking him down, making the plays. You got to love it. Again, Worm Buddy. This is a great combo here. Tag team champs. Look at that. He's stopping Reap Creep from even charging into the wall. And we do get a movement speed upgrade, which is good. The doorstop will hold the doors open in case we decide to go, not decide, in case we do go into the wrong direction. And simply back out. It's like, it's not really Mercurius. It's like having a free bomb that you bombed your way into a room and you can easily exit out of the door if you need to. If you end up going the wrong way. I have a golden key here, so there's no reason for us not to go in the store. Super secret room is here as well. First tower card technically is better than strength card, and we get the treasure map as well, which is going to be very nice. It is very nice. So the doorstop no longer matters anymore because we've got treasure map. Although, well, that's not technically true. We could still go into a direction that we're not trying to go into. Like if we think that the item room's over here, but it's not, we can just back out. Venus is charming everything. You gotta love it. The prayer card. I would definitely say it's worth looking for a sacrifice room here. We have enough time for the boss rush. We have plenty of time for the boss rush, actually. As long as we don't lollygag. We can't lollygag too much here. Where having a charm effect against Globins is super duper OP. Bloody penny there. Okay. And we don't care about what's in the... So, yeah. So we have the reverse tower card, which is hopefully guaranteeing us a tinted rock. We could use it in here, but we really don't need the HP. We would rather want to use this on a floor that has a sacrifice room. Okay, so we know that the item room is not over here because we would have seen it already. Nice shot by that angel fetus. Not angel fetus, but screaming fetus. Again, was my favorite punk band back in high school. Soul Heart pays for our entry into the curse room. Here's another nice little thing about having red candles. We don't have to worry about Mask of Infamy or Knights. We can just simply burn them from the front, and they don't have any say in the matter. Tinted rock over there. That's Navi. I see it. Thank you. Small rocket we'll take, even though it does hurt our movement speed a little bit. It helps us out with our damage and tears, which is what we want. And we're moving surprisingly fast here. Like we don't have like incredible damage or anything. I mean, our damage is okay, but I think that it's that close range multiplier that we have from Proptosis is really sort of giving us that little bit of oomph to kick us off on the new week here. Now, surprised, at the time of this recording, the Back to the Future thumbnail episode is still hurting on the likes. Again, at the time of this recording, anyway. And I thought that thumbnail would have definitely brought out a little increased, a decently increased number of engagements, but apparently not. A lot of people did like the thumbnail. I basically, again, it's one of those things where I give Alex I give him the idea, and I'm like, hey, I want you to do this, and he's like, okay, and then he just does it. Like, bueno, mucho gracias. He's like, sí. And I'm like, sí. And we high five each other over the internet. Then he makes fun of my very poor Espanol. That's fine. You know what? I'm not going to be here trying to act like I've got, muy bueno Espanol. It's muy mal. It's muy mal. I mean, it's like not even a little bit good. Sure how that candle missed. Let's try that again. Looking for a nickel here. So we're going to go into the boss rush first. Now remember, this is going to give us 2 soul hearts inside of the boss rush. So if we hurry, we can re-enter the boss rush after we use the Fool card and go back in there and retrieve those soul hearts. We still have not found the shop, though, which is a little bit sad. I shouldn't have used that bomb. Mom's foot would have crushed it, so that was a little bit of a waste. A little bit of a BP. Thought Worm Buddy was going to step in there, but he can't grab the foot. So we're getting the damage upgrade from the negative, and then we're going to go in here and just, again, make fun of Team Angel Deal for being just absolute garbage. And, yeah, that's, it sure is a thing. We made a judgment and a couple of soul hearts in there. We also have the world card, of course. That's how we see the map. We already had the map, but we're seeing it now for the first time. Fully revealed. So we've got more keys than bombs, so I am going to walk into an extra room instead of bombing our way in the shop and use one of our 6 keys. So we want to try to be... Oh, I didn't even see that. I want to try to be quick here because I want to go back and get those 2 soul hearts, so we still have plenty of time. Not the greatest amount of deposits there. I will take bombs since we have no other way of depositing stuff. Go back here, get our reverse tower card. And we have about a minute to go in and get our soul hearts. So we can go retrieve this. And in actuality, we could... No, we can't. We can't play this judgment because if it pays out with an item pedestal, it will reactivate boss rush. I think. All right. I'm going to guess that we have to go up in the northwest corner. I'm eager to hear people's takes on fireworks. I've heard some people be like, "Yeah, I'm with you. Like fireworks are kind of, they're not lame. It's just a big waste of money and gunpowder." And it's like, I don't know. Like I'm over fireworks. I don't hate them. I'm certainly not going to be like, "Oh, if you watch fireworks, you're stupid." Like I wouldn't do that because I mean fireworks are cool. They're cool. I'm just not like go out and spend hundreds of dollars on fireworks type of a dude. Like I'll do that for Pokemon cards, but not fireworks. I haven't bought Pokemon cards in a while. And it's one of those things where I think they're cooler as a kid, for sure. And then when you get old, you're like, oh, that seems a little impractical. Does that mean that we've gotten older? Like, are we becoming our parents in a way? And when I have those thoughts, I'm like, did my dad feel that way when we were buying fireworks and like he had to pay for them and stuff? Like, hope not, because now I feel bad. These are the thoughts that go through my head on a Isaac run where there's not really a whole lot to talk about. Except Worm Buddy just making big time plays here. And the red candle just absolutely wrecking fools. Really love to get more damage, if possible. Let's go ahead and take care of this real quick. There we go. Secret room should be there. I don't know how that hit. It looked like it wasn't going to, but I almost goofed it. Almost pulled a Coach Krendor right there. You know, in my mind, that had enough clearance to go through here, but apparently it ricocheted off the corner of the sprite. It's really weird how Isaac doesn't make contact, even though like we're not colliding with these. Like we're colliding with it here, kind of, but in the corner they have this like mystical, magical force field that makes a square on the floor, and it is impassable unless you have flying. Really, really strange. But you can never trust hitboxes. Boys and girls, don't do it. And you know, we like the other day we had Orphan Socks on stream, and someone was like, think the Orphan Socks can make you dodge creep. You don't have to dodge the creeps in Dicta. And like I try to tell people like, yeah, but that doesn't excuse bad play. You know, you still want to try to dodge the creep because you don't want to get in a habit of sitting there and be like, oh, I think I have, you know, you might have a flashback to a run where you did have Orphan Socks and then, like, you know, have 2 HP and walk over creep. Like, you know, you don't want to get sloppy. Same thing goes for bomb immunity. Like, you'll frequently see me. Admittedly, sometimes it is me just forgetting that I had bomb immunity. But other times, even when I know I have bomb immunity, I'll still... This is going to full card us, isn't it? I'll still dodge bombs just because I don't want to get into the habit of just sitting there and just like letting a bomb hit me in case of it developing into a bad habit. You know, yes, we have bomb immunity. Yes, we have creep immunity. That doesn't mean that I want to sit there and play bad this time, because what about the next time, sort of a deal. So, and that might seem like a silly concept, but if you played sports, you would know that makes sense. If you didn't play sports, then, you know, it's okay. Played lots of sports, man. The only sport that I was never good at and never wanted to be good at was basketball. Cannot play basketball to save my life. Don't even ask me to play basketball. I can't do it. Get this judgment here real quick. Wouldn't mind give me the compass or something. Give me something cool. Oh, see, what I didn't want is to get bounced into the crawl space. I mean, hey, Luckfoot. Honestly, Luckfoot with Echo Chamber is kind of goated. I don't know why I'm trying to force the fly orbital. We don't need to use the fly orbital anymore. Red Candle doing a great job here, keeping the DPS with Birdcage, and we failed a 68% deal. Pat, we can get one more tap here. I have half a mind to reroll this run, but Echo Chamber and Luckfoot is actually kind of interesting. Hopefully we get a chance to use it. I did see some discourse over the course. Where's Satan? Is he to the west here? This looks kind of westerly for some reason. I did see some people recently. It's starting to come up in the discussions. And by the way, thank you for everyone who's been leaving comments and stuff. I try to tell people, you know, like comments are just as important as likes. They're very good for all that sweet YouTube engagement, yada yada yada. So please continue doing that. That is the whole point of the comment section. And now some people were saying that, you know, some people were saying that they really don't like the reroll run sometimes because it kind of cheapens the whole. I knew that was going to happen. it kind of cheapens the whole journey of getting to where we were on a run. And like on one hand, like I definitely understand. Like I feel you on that. On the other hand, though, if we need to re-roll, I'm speaking specifically for that one room that we just passed up on. If we need to re-roll, I definitely would. I wouldn't pass up a re-roll just because, like, I'm worried about, like, you know, oh, we're ruining the journey sort of thing. I would pass up a re-roll if we just simply didn't need it. There are, I think, pretty good excuses to re-roll and pretty good excuses not to re-roll. I thought it would be south there. So that's been coming up a little bit lately in the mosh pit discussions. People have been you know, debating whether or not rerolls are worth it, or you know, or if they hurt or help the viewer experience, and all that kind of stuff's great to know. Also, it would be great if we stopped taking bad damage. That would be super good. Yeah, that whole thing about the bad damage, we need to stop that. We still have this tower card for a good reason, and we're going to need it. There's where Charm, again, the Charm effect absolutely wrecking other bosses here. Look at Worm Buddy getting in there, slowing Satan down. Satan freaking out. He's like, what is this thing? Worm Buddy countering Satan. One grab at a time. We need a wrestling T-shirt of that. That's the next artwork homework for the mosh pit artists out there. We need a wrestling T-shirt of Worm Buddy saying, grabbing Satan one hold at a time, and have him like putting Satan in a suplex or something, or like a headlock, not a suplex. Well, there's 9 lives. It's debatable whether or not 9 lives is worth taking now or after we're done clearing the Lamb. Lamb is most likely far west. I am going to take Rotten Baby just to help us out with damage. I guess now it doesn't matter. Oh, man. Red Candle absolutely hard carrying us right now through a lot of these encounters, and I'm all for it. Charm. This is where Charm really starts to help out with these annoying mobs. Look at Worm Buddy getting in there saying, you're not going anywhere, brother. Make sure you give Worm Buddy like a Hulk Hogan mustache, like handlebar mustache, too. His catchphrase would be like, hold on a second. Or maybe like, let me place you on a brief hold, brother. Something like that. A little unhinged today. It's been another long, hot day today, man. Trying to keep up with my water intake, not trying to get too dehydrated, man. It's rough. It's rough out there. Okay, he's not up there. I really hope he's down here. Otherwise, we went for a long journey. There's no big room that we can use. What in the holy world was that? He slid like halfway across the screen, bro, while he was grabbed by Worm Buddy. We need to see that on replay or something. That was insane. So we don't have a big room for me to use the tower card, but I'm going to do this now because we want to get this. We want to at least get the soul hearts. So it uses the Fool card obviously to teleport us back. We're going to get the crawl space from the reverse world card, and then also get the judgment, which we do have plenty of money for, unless it's a demon judgment, which is not. And it also didn't give us any of the reverse tower card because we had the Fool card, so that's fun. We also got bounced into... Ooh, baby. We also got bounced into the crawl space while we were waiting for Judgment to pay out, so neat. The regular tower card, which is just not a good idea. The Friend Finder 9 volts actually pretty insane. So that should have dropped a bunch of bombs inside of Lamb's room, I think. Obviously, we're still not going to get any of the rocks in there. Or not. Okay. So the Fool card just ruins everything. Gotcha. Oh, I tried saving you. Didn't move. You didn't move away from the bombs. That one's on you. Obviously, we don't want to walk out of this room. So Birdcage is active. That's good. There we go. We are only one away from Guppy. Pretty fun lap. Oh man, but we got Friend Finder though. Hang on. Go from Super Candle to Friend Finder. Hotel Yankee Golf Quebec Foxtrot Golf Charlie. Wafer, which is excellent for us, because that eliminates the 1 heart per hit damage penalty for us being on a victory lap now. Mr. Mega gave us some bombs here, which is good. We have a little bit of Claudie. You know, of course, I'd love to get Nun's Habit, love to get jumper cables or our batteries. Something like that would be fantastic for us here on lap number 2 with Friend Finder. Ooh, we got the bomb spitters too. So the bomb spitters are great. They're one of the few, some people don't know how to use them. Basically, if you're on keyboard, you have to use the spacebar item in order to activate the bomb flies. Otherwise, they just won't. We're gonna use Friend Finder again, and we got ourselves a fetus mulligan. Oh baby, look at that. Friend Finder, man, I'm telling you, Friend Finder is just, it brings a tear to your eye. It's so good. It's so good. Some might even say it might be a little too good, and I wouldn't say that because it's a pretty big investment to have. But man, when you get rolling, especially if you get a bunch of good monsters early on, brother, sister, you gotta look out. I am gonna take the Satanic Bible and also take the 2 soul hearts here. This is going to cause us to get a double deal for our boss item, but that's okay because we're looking for guppies, so that's fine. I mean, come on, we're not passing up Friend Finder. It's just not happening. Like, Satanic Bible is fine, but it ain't beat Friend Finder fine. It ain't that good. Excuse me? Excuse me? Where did that bomb go? Did it stick to the sticky bomb stick to the fetus mulligan and it ran with us? I have no idea what just happened. No, we're not using another Fool card. No. That is not happening. Bro, okay. Sticky bombs should not, I repeat, should not attach itself to Friend Finder minions. That is ridiculous. Game. That's actually stupid. Yeah, it you just saw it right there. Wow, that is dumb. Okay, so placing bombs is a no-go for now unless we can get them caught on something. Okay, so you come down here. Okay. Oh, that is... Well, okay, and we gotta be careful with bombs now. Now we know. Except for the red poops, trying to keep all of our friends safe. I mean, at least we can't bomb our own minions, right? Get Worm Buddy. Worm Buddy plus Friend Finder? Oh my gosh, it is a mosh pit in here. We don't even have like any of like the premier, like super incredible friends yet. The relic. I think we got a Gish Claudia. I'm not going to take missing page number 2. Again, we really only want Guppy here. It's for the flying and for the flies, of course. Be careful of that troll bomb when we come out of here. For 2 is number bad. Check the other side. Yeah. Restore. All right, we want car battery. We want something like that. Nun's Habit is okay. Nun's Habit, of course, will allow us to get full charges, or well, eventually get a full charge every time we take 4 hits of damage, or 3 hits since we have 9 volt. So every time we take damage, we're going to gain a charge on our active item. I know the secret room's there, Navi, but here's the thing: is that like I can't do anything about that right now, because if I place a bomb, it's just going to stick on one of our friends. So secret rooms are probably just not going to happen. If I finagle it, maybe it could work, but like at this point, like, not worth it. The relic, get us a payout. It's very nice of it. Oh, Worm Buddy with a rare fumble there. An HP upgrade, still no devil deal. I've also had some people inquire about the Sinvicta keychains on the Patreon. So I'm still waiting for the whole like fresh coat of paint. It's taken a little bit longer than I would have liked, but the artist she's not been able to do it. Let's put it this way. And I've been waiting for it to do it. But people were asking, can I still get the Sinvicta keychains? Like, I don't see them anywhere. Where's the $25 tier on the actual Patreon page? The answer is yes. You can still get the keychains. They're just not there on the page yet. But I've already shipped out the next round of keychains for July. So if you signed up for the $25 tier or higher, you will get one. And then the longer that you're sitting at that tier, you have the better the chances for you to get the golden signature edition. So you're guaranteed to get the regular edition, and then you have a chance of getting the golden edition the longer that you're of that tier. So it is activated. It's there right now. You just don't see a page for it yet. Key relic. Still managed to do a full clear despite us having the door stopped, because I was just simply looking for the shop. I mean, that is battery pack, but unfortunately we don't have enough money for it. Oh, come on. Oh, all of our friends are going to be dead in here, because it's probably one of the worst rooms in the game for having friends. Especially when you walk in and you immediately bomb yourself with a barrel. That's all right. That's why we slowly build him back up. Tinted rock here. Wow, Worm Buddy. Making some big time plays. 72%, not going to happen. We got a Burning Claudia, which is also not a bad friend to get, just because they fire really, really quickly. But obviously you have to contend with the visual doo-doo factor of having so many friends on the screen. We get a Zazel Stump, which I don't want. You understand? I don't want it. Get another burn. Yeah, we did get another Burning Claudia. We still turned into a Zazel, even though I only briefly held the stump. Okay. All right, I'm down with it. I'm how the kids say vibing with it. This is a quote vibe. Still looking for the Guppy transformation here. Wafer, of course, again cutting down that full heart of damage down to just a simple half heart, which is really nice. I know that there's secret rooms there, but we've already established that we're not doing that. Still looking for our big time players, the Vis and the Holy Bony. Those are the ones that we really, really want. Wild card here. Oh no, I forgot about the spikes. Well, wild card will give us another use of Friend Finder at least, so the regular Bony, which is fine. Oh god. Okay. So wild card and Echo Chamber. Okay. And we did not get any tinted rocks in there that I could see. The reverse moon card, which is going to teleport us to the ultra secret room. One equals power. Okay. He also got taken to the complete opposite direction, but you know that's just how it be sometimes, you know. But now, every time that we use a pill or a tarot card, we're going to get taken to the ultra secret room. Also get the infested pill, which is not that big of a deal. So just, I mean, super solid run. Like, again, if you look at our stats, they're nothing. It's kind of the same thing that we've been seeing this weekend. They're nothing special. There's nothing overly dramatic or impressive about these stats. It's just that we have a good combination of solid items that are making it happen. Sometimes that's all you need, you know. Sometimes you don't need to be blowing the doors off of the damage meters or you know, firing a million billion times a second. Like, you know, you can have solid runs, just a few simple good items. A doppelganger here. That is just a lot of damage. Get our second syringe, and we still don't get a devil deal. I mean, we got one, but it's not the one that we're looking for here. We're still praying for Guppy, hoping for Guppy. That's my new charity name. Hoping for Guppy. And the Vis just knocked out pretty much all of our friends. So, and that's one of those things that may keep Friend Finder from S tier on the ranking. I don't know yet, man. You know, I'm gonna be pretty stingy when it comes to the S tier ranks. And the fragility of your friends, it is a real concern. Get power pill, which didn't actually activate because we got teleported anyway. We get a free we get a free entry into the boss trap room, which is kind of nice. So hard it was. HP upgrade, it's not worth doing. Not worth doing. Wouldn't mind a 5 room to get a second crack at boss rush here. Another reroll, which the game really, really wants us to reroll, and I'm not going to give in. Hey, there we go. We got the multi-directional Vis, which is great. And super dead. Give us the tears up. Okay, so for the next 4 uses of pills, cards, or runes will give us a tears up. That's actually massive, and that's kind of the thing that I was talking about with oh wow, look at that. That's what I was talking about with Luckfoot. Luckfoot is just it's just a great combo to have with Echo Chamber. Ooh, we got the double Vis. We got the double Vis, y'all. Oh baby. job, Warm Buddy. They're making a big time block for the Visses. The Visses, they can be a little unwieldy at times, unruly to control. That though, man, you can't argue with that damage though. We'll get a Spectral Tier upgrade. We're already Captain Tiers thanks to Echo Chamber. I'm gonna take this pill so we can teleport. Well, no, actually, we won't be able to teleport out of Boss Rush, but we should be able to smash Boss Rush regardless because of Friend Finder. So even though we don't have car battery, it still should be okay, but the item in Boss Rush is going to have to be real good for me to consider it. A little bit sad that Mom moved from the middle there. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to keep her in line with the Visses. Down goes Mom. We don't get a double deal. Ease Mascara. Honestly, Ease Mascara is okay, but I don't think that it really helps us that much. It's a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but it kills our tears rate and kills our shot speed. Our shot speed isn't really all that great anymore. Plus, we have Friend Finder, so I really don't think we need it. It's one of those difficult passes to do. I feel like it's gonna be down here. Because on one hand, yes, you do want the damage from Ease Mascara, and obviously it's huge and it goes great with Proptosis and that sort of thing. But if you think about it, like how much are we? Oh, we got a Holy Bony. How much are we really relying upon our tiered damage right now versus letting Friend Finder just go to town on everything, Gotta be careful of Bighorn here. I'm trying to get him. Okay, so Bighorn's done. Now we're just deflecting bombs from Little Horns, and they're all dead. The range upgrade, another Angel deal. We get the mine, so, we'll have full mapping. I'm down with it. Definitely down with it. Vibing with it. Now we don't have to worry about holding onto the doorstop. Probably still will anyway. Holy Bony's giving us that sweet, sweet blue candle shot. Targeting reticules that you see there, that's from the Holy Bonies and the regular Bony that we've got. I love that this Isaac head turret's still alive after all these floors. The Doppelganger, it's great. Doppelgangers are basically just a huge tears up. I mean, we'll see which way they start us with. Okay, yeah, they're starting us. Oh, they started everyone at the top of the room. Okay. We lost one of our Vistas. See if I can have him shoot down. Or is he dead? I think the Vis died. So the game just wanted to delete all of our friends. We lost the Holy Bony and we lost both of it. We lost basically everybody there. And it's again going back to what I was talking about earlier about like where Friend Finder is going to be in the ranking. I feel like that might be the only thing that keeps it from an S rank. I'm going to be honest. Friend Finder is super duper good, but that'd be one of those game time decision things because I don't know where Friend Finder is going to lie. Can you really hold it against the item just because the game can counter itself on it? That's one we'll leave for the philosophers. We'll leave that up to chat. I will say that the quote right ranking that feels good in my mind and in my brain is S. Because you'll be hard-pressed to find spacebar items that can actively carry you harder than Friend Finder can if you get the right combo of stuff. You have to have either a car battery is top tier with Friend Finder. car battery, jumper cables. Nun's Habit's nice, but you have to take damage for it, so I don't really count Nun's Habit too hard in that equation. We're gonna just blast Isaac here. Blasters. So I started blasting. Look at that. Worm Buddy locking him down. Nice shot by Vis. So we end up not getting Guppy after being stuck on 2 or 3 for Guppy for a very long time. And it was Horf. Pretty much the only pill that could have actually hurt us with Luckfoot, so that's fun. But yeah, it's hard to, I mean, at the end of the day, the all items tier list ranking is it's going to be arbitrary. It's by my own opinion. People are going to disagree with it. Be like, oh, you're stupid. Blah, 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 blah. Like that happens on every tier list video. Like I know what I'm getting myself into, and I don't care because I like doing tier lists, and people like doing tier lists. And they like watching tier lists. This one's going to be really long. I don't think I'm going to have to break it up into 2 videos / streams, but we'll see. But at the end of the day, it's going to be my own opinion. It shouldn't be taken as church for sure. And, so my reasonings are my own. I'll try to explain a little bit about every item, but you got to remember how many hundreds of items are on Isaac. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Either way, thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. What a great run that was. Again, it wasn't anything special on paper, but man, Friend Finder and Super Candle really, really pulled through for us. I mean, MVP's got to go to Friend Finder, though. We tore through that victory lap. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button. Leave a comment down below. Remember, all that stuff helps out with engagement. I hope you had a great start here to your brand new week in the Mosh Pit. Happy early 4th of July for those of you Americans who celebrate it. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like I say, thanks to patrons of mine like Luri, Cunyo, Steve with a Lisp, and Guy Ben Gaijin. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find down below, or by going to patreon.com/Sinvicta.